questions na ya net to so calls eba ni nyina ya net to so enti ye beto ye boase na ye yi bibie frim se ne be ye nyina ye tim yesua de enti ene enya sanketua obi ko ware a wo ye de ede na wo so wo de to akwan mu nhihye ye ben na wo so ye de tum die ne ye nyina ye obi wo wade ya no wade yo ekwan ne tesen the nation's counselor away yentam na yetimi atwetwe nkomo pepepe kame ho na yema counselor akwaba shonkokra a pre-wedding preparation counselor. Hello ma akwaba
pre-wedding preparation ba chome hoye onzo
nyame adom
o wa yefe
me da say won so
go really fatal
ta ho
ye pon ye tutuntom ye fam bo for the ma Jesus.
I said this classy thread
is beautiful.
And na chese wato ne bo ase afna na wa yade.
Insano ofe.
Ne insano ofe ankasa. Enti ye kamfo no ma yahwefo ne obi biara se ne be yo mbeti ase ye se ye nkamfo adebo ne mfa mawo. Said this wato ne bo ase na wasiesio. Papa ene ye besua de won so ho ayefe. I like everything that's on you. O sa wo de wa de.
Me na mpa ma de ma shama de.
Okay, inti ene a very sensitive topic, and sisi anso asem na wo beka no. Some people are watching. Omo busa omo ho say, in which direction is counselor going to go? Esan say esunu baby obi free. Esunu obi asom. Esunu obi de obi agidie. Ene obi adwen. Inti ene say ye ba beka pre-wedding preparation dia na kire se eno no yeyi awade e woni nyina mu amelia asole dem efie die ayi uko Hinduism ye omutwa ho hia sa ne ye de chichire wo omo enya asem ketwa efe ankasa ayefuro bia yefe. But today we are talking about pre-wedding preparation. Counselor Fayeko
Mechiao
Ejoso
Chia busiafo ehwe mi nyana nyame hiro be yensua de na mesaka team nipe. I started thinking about so many things,
right?
For example, if you talk about wedding preparation, somebody might think of once you are getting close to the wedding day, the actual day, then it means that you need to talk about something like grooming. You need to talk something to go to look for event center, you know, baby, but you see, when you are in the days of waiting and you are preparing for the day, there are sensitive things that are more important to do than your wedding gown.
Okay.
When you are getting prepared for marriage, that is pre-wedding preparation. Naturally, say, and pempenswa you do a kakrebi. Now, where did it could be a week, 2 weeks, a month, or 2 months, or 3 months. Baby, I you do a now. When you are getting close to that D-Day, dan one kasa wedding the bebaswa is more than thinking of suits.
Okay.
Why? Because you are halfway into it, and as a matter of fact, you are about to start another journey of your life.
Okay.
Now, the first thing you need to look out for when it comes to pre-wedding preparation is this: knowing each other well.
Right. Inti ansana will know each other well. No?
Yeah.
Me pesamiti bibiase.
Okay.
It is when the two people have agreed that they are getting married.
Thank you.
Say ye baba be worry.
Thank you.
And sana sa pre-preparation ya ye kan wasem no.
Thank you.
Ya kan wasem.
Thank you. Now, mami chire mu sanko baby a free ban.
Right.
Meshia Valerie. Yemi yenim ya hodeda.
Right.
Ya nantem pempen so what say afi baako. Afi mienu.
Okay.
Afi miensa ennan enum nsia wotwe. No de ye ntu phone calls ba ye kire se ya nante fidodo. Ye dum pempen so ya mienu ya hye ya mbose ye be wade. Ye fiase yesi ye toto ya wade ho neoma.
Okay.
Ebi kura yakọ counseling na wi.
Okay.
Ebi so afi na ye beko.
Right.
Ti me mfa ne se yakọ counseling na wi. Ye dum pempen so aka na wotwe. Aka bosome na ya wade. Ehọ na me kire wo say make sure you know each other very well, because you see, counseling and then going for classes, that is pre-marital counseling or classes doesn't guarantee that you still know the person.
Right.
Even in marriage, sometimes we wonder the people we are dealing with. How much more when you are about to? So I say that when it comes to the preparation towards marriage, I'm still saying that please make sure you get to know each other very well.
Okay.
Pre-wedding preparation, still know the person well. So that it will be like, that wedding day, now we will exchange vows. Then he comes up with something that gives you a shock.
Okay.
And until today, as I'm speaking to you, Valerie, people are still shocked in their marriages. Why? Because the people they got married to, it's like they thought they knew them. Woman knew one. Or why did we know? I still don't know you. Wow. I thought you are like this. I never knew you are like that. So I am saying that pre-wedding preparation, when you are getting close to the marriage, in the period of we are almost there, what do? Still get to know the person well.
You see, life and marriage is like sitting in the classroom and being promoted. Nature say abrabono. I to say what drew baby pepe so be usuan de send ye beya ubedru the next level near ye the woko. Yes, where the one near the woko the next level. And se papa uka say you should know the person well. A yet then a ube huni pani ye, especially when mummy and monte fakum.
Thank you.
And only one.
Thank you.
Two, I find a wuni pano. There are instances, yes, situations, and a unipe, and I say a dani pair is Eddie.
Yeah.
Me can be a hunchre bimba, beman a soda. A hunchre bimba, or ban soda. Emma, womumi and woman who quite cry, womube faswa, wombesi be a share at the end. In Siciliano, Walker said we should know each other. Know the person. How do you know somebody?
How do you know somebody? Is to be sure of the somebody. They say in my dealings with Valerie, I think I know her. But when I decide to go to the altar with her, I want to be sure of myself if my decisions are still right. So that I don't enter into it and come back and say, I've regretted. So when we say getting to know someone, we are not saying that you are God. In other words, you will know everything about the person. But at least, are you sure that is exactly the person you want to really settle with?
Okay.
So make sure you know the person well to your side. That means, have I made the right decision? Am I sure of myself? Am I ready to take that journey? Am I very sure? Am I sure? It's not about what people are saying, it's about what I'm convinced of.
Right.
Once I'm sure, it means now I know that this person I'm okay with.
Right. In that instance, now say everybody knows about it.
Yeah.
We have made the decision.
Yeah.
Say couple, no, whether we like it or yes, there are certain key important people in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that instance, Nipano make a decision of knowing the person. Can people walk out there and then when they know that I am not too sure about this person, no matter how many years they have been together?
It is better to walk out than to stay in. Now, I'll explain. It is very, very good for you when at a point everybody knows you, but you don't know the person you are getting married to. So everybody around, parents, both sides, but me and me, you need to understand that family begins with us, not with them.
True.
They just come in as witnesses to help us to confirm our vows and the covenant with God. Say, but when it comes to the reality, who goes into it? I am me. At the point, if I am sure of it, you need to walk out.
Okay.
So it will be better for you to save your soul, save your life now, than to go into something that you know is going to kill you. Okay. And so get to know the person. In other words, be convinced and be sure that way in a person. So between the now to the D-Day, when we have to exchange the vow, make sure you are convinced and you know the person well. Number 2, I wrote here, I said, begin praying for your future. Begin to pray for the person you are about to marry. Begin to pray for the two of you. Begin to pray. 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 Because sometimes it looks good on the outward, but when you enter, there can be an attack. The truth of the matter is that, Valerie, when people are getting close to that D-Day, they become more busier. So much that they focus on the material things, the organization. They focus on how to put things together. A garden. event center, sorry, because you had deku, because you had obey aduane no, buffet no, they become too busy that they can't spend time to put, and sometimes that is when the battle starts from. So the devil sets in and you are not aware, and you marry and you start encountering problems, and you go like, how? Sister no antisa neba ni saying and wabayesa. So then we see that when it is getting to the D-Day, invest in prayer than everything you are looking for.
Okay.
Pray for the husband, or pray for the gentleman who is becoming the husband. Pray for the woman that will become a wife, because it will not be an easy journey without the grace of God.
Most definitely.
The next thing, get to know more of their friends. Get to know more of their friends. And if there is any question to ask, ask now. And so, you are willing to know more about her. Especially, now, push him, push her, get to know more about. See, the kind of friends my husband to be, my wife to be, mingles with, can determine the journey of our marriage. And those who influences us. Because when we say, Ekoba say, Bema ni nafufu bi ntwa correct. Oba ni nafufu bi ntwa correct. Na manya hu adwuma because I say me nimbedi da. Ye wade na asemba no dwando ko mu nchen a. Afutu a obudi betu no e kire de obeka a kire me. Even though we are preparing, getting ready, you still need to understand that I still want to know more about your friends. Because who you work with will determine what you hear. And what you hear will determine how you handle our marriage.
Sure.
Yanko, next one. Whilst you are still preparing, pre-wedding preparation, you are still preparing. Learn yourself whilst you are still waiting. Learn. Learn yourself whilst you are still waiting. Learn yourself whilst... The truth is that, do you know yourself enough? Have you been able to recognize yourself well? Are you sure you are fit? You have enough for the journey? Imagine the 10 virgins. 5 were wise. 5 were virgins, but they were all virgins. 5 were wise. 5 were foolish, but they were all virgins. In other words, the fact that everybody is getting married and you think you're of age to get married doesn't make you a good wife, a good husband. Are you well prepared? Are you okay psychologically, mentally, emotionally? Are you well organized? But say, learn yourself whilst you are still waiting. Okay, can I stand his anger? Are you sure? The way the guy is possessive, he's very authoritative. Can I? Why do you need your menya? If I can 1 week, can I? Learn yourself, weigh yourself. If you can go in, if you can't, please, I advise you walk out. So, whilst you are still waiting, pre-wedding preparation, learn yourself whilst you are still waiting.
Okay.
The next thing you need to do when it comes to pre-wedding preparation, communication stars.
Communication
stars.
Okay.
Now you need to understand that if you get communication wrong, you are going to bring into your relationship arguments, unnecessary fights and battles that you cannot handle. Now, many what tranche, afiba akum yenu miensa, and ya conclude say yesafata. Ya to toy and your menche ye beware. A ya tranche say, do I understand him well? Do I understand her well? Because in the case of no kaya for him, for her, it is normal. But me receiving it, can I? So, for example, Valerie, Jansem Hununo, and some Hunuwe, Obi Bubefu, and some Hunuwe, Obi Bessery. Now, the communication start says that, are you sure you can understand well how he or she communicates? So, in the period of preparing, that few years, that few months, that few days, please build communication style. Understand the way they communicate very well. So that you don't get offended. Because akwano san wakasa. Baby I will feel no san wakasa. No fiso kasa na ye tanya e normal. E say you say na okasa na tan so mu na e ho na argument beba, fight beba, misunderstanding beba. So in the period of waiting, when you are getting close to the wedding day, please communication styles. understand him, understand her. Make sure you are able to absorb the way they communicate, they talk. Other than that, find a way and run away.
All right.
Yanko.
Yanko, Papa.
Establish good habits. Establish good habits. Establish good habits. De dani enemy ye ho. Ye ba be wade akakra bi ne ye wade. Na me hwe akoya busa me ho say, send ye ya because if you are the dross go hi. Am I okay? Don't joke. You see, more prano, you can accommodate that lifestyle. Hey, mo wadia. Na kwa ni yene nkwala san be mkwala egu awro mo dross egu abonten. Awro mo peto no mo single tatutu egu. Wo se ne nkwala ha adwen wo fie. Ukunu so be ye akwala panin. Awo no so ba, oyi ni singlet anyaw, oyi ni shirt anyaw, oyi ni ribbon adado an chingaw, oyi ni dross ni brazil. Let's be real. Anyaw. The truth is that you impress sometimes we're able to accommodate these habits. What wadia can you? And you want to be catching them say, "We you krasini ba, we you krasini bema." Now you feel what? Anye sa na anye bufu obeba. Wedi njibiem. Na obeka se menu me hu se me wade ewo. Na me nim se say na wotia and come wado. It means establish good habits. Sit and talk about the habits and say, you know what? We are going to get married. I think that these 2, 3, 4 things I never liked. Please, can you change? So, few days to marry, you can still do a good talk about the habits of the person. If you think that they tell you that sana mete, and ya dia message sana untumi ayenja ya, wa show unkran jayu. Don't just look at the love and say that I don't care. I don't give a damn. Baby, you are thinking about the family without thinking about yourself. You are the most important person. You need to save your life before you think about your family. Don't go and die, because if you die, the family will cry and bury you. And then they will take in somebody. Talk about intimacy very well. I heard Yami say, Sister Valerie. Sister,
Papa.
I heard Yami say, talk about intimacy very well. You are addicted to sex. Talk about it too. I have seen people cheating. I see people running away from marriages because they cannot handle the speed of the sex from the other party. Obi epemiriketu was sexy. Obi see very slow. Obi very gentle. Obi pen hapatang. As we chabeno. Obi in the rhythm when it comes to sex. Now, if you don't know, and then you enter into the marriage without understanding the love language of the person. In other words, how they want their sex, their intimacy. Now remember that intimacy is also not just about sex. One thing I see, na nipa no ono you be a jack on go to our night. Also one cry no you okay. Then you are cheating on me. In other words, you are not giving me to my satisfaction. I didn't talk about to be showing the no catch so baby. I'm telling. I think that you can satisfy me. So I need another woman. So no, me petre. So to me tria. Obi krasu betumi adum pempen so be any wisdom. We be catch us me person me foul to count. Untumi a me for another woman because or not there. Talk about intimacy. Me pa cho. Yeah, and you be an epekisu. Or baby you want a baby boy kiss around so me pesa. And yes, some you room na bomba naturally on pe. Talk about it too. Talk obo so so na no mu a. Ocho mi sa, odi agode na no be mo ahwere. Afra wa no atafra abodwe. Arengaw. Sa do kisi. Talk about it too. So whilst we are waiting few days, months, years, days to marry, let's talk about intimacy. How do you want your sex? Please, we are about to marry. Onim. Okay, your boy Jaman Bako. And you buy a bo. Let's sit here and be real. I mean, not die. Yabo. How many people enter into a relationship and keep themselves for each other? Yabo. Yabo Bakum, you know. Me pay sex life. Me pay the way you do sex. You're too rough. Say a monster young body yes through yame and a yakra who we need to discuss it.
To talk about
don't be too holy that you will not discuss your sex life, your intimacy life, your brofubiba and your TV. So please don't be ashamed. Talk about it. Because for me, Valerie, if you don't talk about it And at the end of the day, you enter into it only to know that say neti na enkoya, what do you do? So for me, and say na ka cry ebe wade na watch me yenu mi ensaboso. Please talk about intimacy.
Okay.
Talk about it. Me nya me Mensah be sex.
Okay.
Obi also awenya Mensah koraa no.
O pese wo tia so.
Talk about it so that the person will understand you before. Now you remo ankoye say another one mama na yesa wo pesa. Because me ho kra na me pe. Na the problem beba. So please talk about
Mo janim ena tumi wo. Eya asemo.
Wacho Yesu boja ntisa.
Ebe mo kan sema kese. Enya asem kito. Papa, next point.
Next point, read preparing marriage books. Read preparing marriage books. And when you are reading, read together. Ekoroma yempa disuya. Nipa bebree. Ekoroma nipa bebree parking kai. Kiyebe wade no. See a baby pizza. Ni awewewe ya doing. Skadi bi wa yefan ko book bi wate. Book a kasafa awade ho. There are a lot of people on mature books. You can book. Red flags. There are a lot of things there are a lot of books you can buy. Go purchase. Go to other bookshops. Go and buy books on marriage. Mummy, tambia mbesie bia pan tambia we this week yam pan. We week we ya just ebisiane. Put the books down. Wow, you do reading. Who reading near share. Who reading near share. And these things you do will enhance the marriage. Unfortunately for us, when we want to be medical doctors, we are reading books about it. Mechanics, engineers, lawyers are reading. When we want to enter into something that will sustain us the rest of our lives, we don't want to invest in it. Marriage na yekona yenkon ekuramuno yempe bukuton. A lot of people will not read books. They don't even remember the last time they read a book.
They read a book.
We don't have, but you need to understand that my people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Okay.
And the last two, keep an open mind and be flexible. Keep an open mind and be flexible. I can't now me catch say the expectation in empena is not the same expectation in marriage.
True.
Okasi obi ntias yeda. Ye wura wade anu a ensachaye beba, ensachaye beba, be man to ye de kakra besesa. Either it changes to be positive or negative, up or down. Get ready. So in other words, you need to be flexible because then you realize that we are human. I need to forgive. I need to let go because this person cannot be as perfect as I knew him or her to be. And the last one. Start adjusting and planning your finances. Determine a budget whilst preparing for marriage. Start adjusting and planning for. Memphis getting in what you just being a mekosa. Memphis getting in our garden. Memphis getting in your buffet. Memphis getting in our instruments. Memphis getting in our cars means that could be $300. $900. Would you now car near bedroom? Hey, we show is ye assassin. That is single room and can be to assassin. See, no assassin, you find chairman the hall at a very good location. Near Statia Brabo be free. Me pacho, Yanche Yabawadi, Yabetrasia Boncomo Catquayo, Yabawadi Sky, Yabawadi. Kajo, I see Yabawadi is 1 billion, 100,000 Ghana, Squayo. 550,000 Ghana between me. She said, she's anyway 50 Naka near the bed that you could see. Yababo, Yababobra, Yabetukai, Yababi a shop, maybe you be too. Let's invest. So then I'm saying that few years, days, months to come, mobile, please talk about adjusting and planning your finances. Men throwing yada bemana say we now so I say your baby in a caba, add a bemana attended dear by or so what dear Bakuma miss says. My says it was an associate Yansan I or ba, catch them 7 tombo. Mamma me, scanning in another what they were. Nice or all. Baby for.
Okay, this is rather the last one.
Yeah, this is the rather. Did I say the other one was the last one?
Yes, please.
When I said the last one, the last one. This
right.
Was the last one. Become a praying husband or a praying wife.
Okay.
Just become.
Okay.
Let it be an attitude, not a suggestion. become a praying husband and a praying wife. In other words, when all is done and then you are left alone, make sure you are prayerful. So that many of the things that life cannot offer you can look unto God, the author and the finisher of your faith. When you are preparing towards marriage, pre-wedding preparation, you need to understand that you need to invest prayer, apart from the other things I've spoken about. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Counsellor D. Donkoh, for pre-wedding preparations and a counselor Adjei Atudra Amayenyina Kai. Who say Victoria Healthcare Fabric Center said this classy thread and Adjei Amayetimi Jumedi Ebro Mebosuteu in some and counselor and a attraction komo. Enti se wa de ebra dru woni be ma no matia se so mo ware ankasa bibia koso kama na se ne papa ka na abusuafo obi anim hu bia wei ene no ma we se wodwe ho pa ansa na wadwen local drinks obolo ene lamojin ho abusuafo was make sure you know the person well na kire se nipa na woni no ebebobra no o se hunu no hu bibi efa nipa ne ho a ebetimi aboa wo na wonso wetimi enya ahotoso bi se so hu bibi a enkofa nsem bebrebia emfa embrel or say begin praying for your future, begin to pray between the two of you and invest in prayer. Now say no matter the religion, counselor say fire empire. Marriage is both physical and spiritual. Ye kanipa mienu na boom. Enti no say fire empire ankasa. Also get to know more of their friends and ask any question you have now. We'll be back as an enti. Bema ni ni adamfo e ode nya botre. Ni nyina ye duru ho a question time ni duru so announce wo de aba be pone ho se ne be ye betimi esu ade. Next so what say get to know the friends of your spouse and our spouse to be. I send ye be ya obehu bi. If it says yes nipa na one nam no. Ono na etu nefo. Enti se we hu na nipa na koka asem bia wahwene ya na akofa nsem bebre na ede abrel or say learn yourself while you're still waiting na che say wa nipa no we kokoti wa say wo abotre no wo ankasa we hufuo ana se wo kasanye ubufu a o kan nsem hu no ubufu a feelings wudi akire na de ani ho na wo ka wudi atam ana se ebroso mawa otonsa or say learn to know yourself send ye beya ebreni dura won so ubehunu kwankra obefa so akra won ho pepepe or say communication styles nkomo no eho hia nkomodie no eho hia nipa na abeware no nsem ben no ofa ne personal asem bi wo or say communication style kwankro ben na nipa no wo fa so a wone wo kasa or say establish good habits wonya nware no emprempren ya na wo say odware 2 times a day nyabotre ne dware just get good habits obi wo ho a wonu aduane da wo babesi a wo pa wade the whole week enya asem ketwa mami meli wa Adjei ene Adjei auto sausage kakra ka ho na auto banku ene nkuruma wontra ho no wo se na wotwe ne mu ode na wotwe ne nyina mu no peda ba ko na popo nsa no nse ne be ya ne nyina eka ho bi ene so wahwene ya obekasa agro enso uwade a woye den wo bennoa enkwada ne beka ho de a ene ene wada ne chef na the menu no so aka ho so talk about intimacy paso agro yemienu san ne yete open susomu won susomu open quick to the action enya sam ketwa obi wo ho say or say talk about intimacy. This is a time you have to know. Chairman open saying ohima opese oyenden ni nyina na waka abum pepepe. Read preparation marriages books and read by preparing yourself, read marriage books and read together. Let's say invest in your intellect ability as well. Now what to boase na musua de bom what to book back obi say hey PMP kura na da say the mirror cry en kan telegraphic cry Adjei hey counselor wo cancer mo yanko ne yanko to book ben counselor say get books that talk about marriage na mo mienu mo timi tua ade pepepe so keep an open mind and be flexible say we need too much expectations na wo ware na ankosa ma ware ne a wo bepra enti counselor say keep an open mind senya wo dream bone say na bibi kotome e wa wade mu na meje me ho enje mi ntimi go papa ho enkobu seska enti sisia no ye be ende yeah bro. Right. So you keep an open mind and be flexible. Also start adjusting and planning your finances. Very important. Sikasem, is it your money, our money? Your money, my money? My money, my money? Your money, our money? Muhu. Sikasem no dia mbaye send ye beye obia adwen be kwa akoda so. Wo just saying, wo de sika no, wo de wo ye den. Mu manye open sisia. Forget it. Mu remu de ene secret upon secret obia skeleton in the cupboard no send ye tie nie na ntentan no so agim or start adjusting and planning your finances ya can no and or say become a praying husband or a wife nature say you keep it as an attitude na wato boate na ni nyina nso akoye ede amount pepepe abusuafo na ye the numbers no ato ye screen any misrao send a WhatsApp message na minti kind messages ni bi a eba na yenhu preparation nsem a wo so wo face wo susu se die na wahu nipa no die na ekoso na wo so watimi etu ho fo pepepe ni nyina na ye ka ho asem. Right. There are some of the messages coming through. It says this topic is very, very important and it's getting interesting. Okay, this is from Sedis, Sylvia, Ankasa, and Ode Aba. Mr. Sedi, ne number no, and I made better Jan, Mr. Wadaroma, and May, so pestal, come, Obe, just say. When you ebeji ankasa the number no is 024-566-4538. Messages to be numbers no is 024-566-4538. O friend now Kavala. Discounts be our social no wonsa ebekane pepepe. There's another one over here that says, kindly wish a happy birthday to my dear Adjei. Hey, ankani ye facha me. Yeah, man, can you cry? Kindly wish a happy birthday to my dear Adjei. Wow, Okodie. Yeah, and come de Oji amai na ema o. Okodie fache me. I say a professional teacher and a referee. Thank you. This is from the man Shasha himself coming to you. Special one, Yankopon Shrow na onkoso enyo kese oma wakoma swadi gina. Ebrim pepepe enfa ema messages na ba na eba Mr. WhatsApp no na wonso wode aba pepepe send ya meet me akenkan ede amount or say Auntie Valerie, what do you do when after everything you are convinced to the core that this is the exact person you want to spend the rest of your life with, not as though this person doesn't have fault, he has his shortcomings, but then you have psyched yourself, had an open mind, and willing and ready to adjust, just as counselor is talking about. But this person doesn't see himself adjusting whatsoever and wanting to be with you, and is in every way or form calling off this wedding. What do I do, counselor?
So the guy is the one calling off the wedding?
Yes, please.
And he doesn't want to adjust. The guy doesn't want to adjust.
Yes.
But the lady has decided to adjust.
She's willing and ready to live this.
One, right. And then the guy is telling you that mean to me.
Right.
Please, own to me. Don't force him, don't beg him. Don't force him, don't beg him. Oh, force no begging no whatever or whom. So this marriage is going to be based, the foundation will be a humobro. Until you are going to be a slave to his love.
Okay.
So I advise you. When a guy stands up and say, I'm not ready for you, let's quit the marriage, I'm not interested. Hey, yeah. It's not as easy as we are sitting here saying it.
Please, good evening. I'm Jennifer from Ho. I've been with my boyfriend for 4. Anytime I ask him for money, he doesn't want to give me, but he is insisting that we have babies together before we get married.
No.
Now, okay.
Where
the counselor
no.
Mr. No.
No.
No. Total
Don't risk.
no. Don't risk it. Obi wo ho a wo benyem ye be wade no na bia wo nso de.
Ye nyim wa ya nwade wo.
Ahia. Beto pampers 2 cedis ma.
Obi okran so wo de daadaa. Na ase wo do no. Onyem wo siko na koyi. Onyem wo siko na kwa de a ka se me ware ba me nye ready. So please send me on convince na wa adwen you say odo me ti no say wo ma me no. Don't try.
Counselor, please, I would want to know how many things do I have to get as a woman, and what are the things the man has for preparation? I know you didn't talk about this, but please, kindly let me know exactly what's expected to.
It's about the two of you. You meet together, you plan together, you talk about it together.
Right. So you plan about it together. Say, oh, him, scan the Enti ye what the country we busuafo no man dey the beba but ni nyina empty space ye beba o space ye fill mass
check na ya sign the beba
enti eno ase ohima ye nka man when obi anko so enti se bag ne se ni me se obi awade e na bag ko bie ye papa
graphics
emoba Abubakar krakami
you don't know
eti bag ne mondu
ebo am sign check menfa obo so mutwitwa papers
no mo dia share envelope no
say ya bobu so for man
yes
mini bi ti sraw mama mo bi so ansa ni ya
wo hona
bag de hwe ni
e na wo kana e ye
mumienu mo nkomo mo tem ho ase na mo hu agane na say me pe no me do no ya pese ya wade bobra na so bi ni ho say ne pese ye no na mo ti ase a good to go.
Then you're good to go. Senior counselor, I kind of pepe. Am I any ma wadi enya chenchin? Will be what the obvious one or manokra. Yakope trailer, nyasam kitwa, and go for 37. I will be a swebi, obi a swebi by any bet you say our dear no. But I say, right. Into my main kind messages ni be ever. Also, please, I just moved into a new place. I met this guy who proposed to me, but before we were very good friends. He later told me that he has a girlfriend, but the lady is cheating on him. So he wants to be in a relationship with me. I told him to break up with his girlfriend first, but he told me I should give him time to do that, but doesn't want to be my friend. He loves me. I don't know what to do. Please ask counselor, should I accept him while he's still with the lady and give him time, as he said, or I should just tell him to finally break up with the lady before because it doesn't even let me sleep and he's always knocking on my door.
To be on the safer side, the guy should settle his issues amicably before the guy moves to you, so that you can be rest assured of yourself. Now, when you na na chile bia wo conscience ho, na wan do san be ka chiro say wa ya o mutumi nja zemu yetu wa ube lucky no be wade wa chacha be no. So for me, I would say to the young lady, say no. Say no. Say no.
And just say now we say no, send your counselor. Good evening, Valerie and counselor, please. I've dated my guy for 2 years now and he hasn't given me money before. Please, what do I do?
He hasn't given me a gift before or money before.
What should I money? No, she stated emphatically. My man.
So maybe I know a man gifted that.
Okay. Maybe I know a man gifted that. Right. Good evening.
So he hasn't given me anything before.
Anything before.
Yeah, then we know what to
Good
say.
evening. I'm really learning power. Counselor and Madam Valerie, God grant you good health and bless you as well for the good works. From Eric Ashley. Thank you so much, Ashley. God bless you too. Nyankopon enkoso enyokese enfamaye. Good evening, Auntie Valerie. Please, how can you move on from an ex who you come across most of the time? Oof, Papa.
You don't move with your legs. You move with your brain and emotions. So just make up your emotions well, arrange it well. Your brain set up that I'm not interested. You can crush him 1,000 times. Once you're not interested, your mind will tell you what to do.
It's crazy, but to send your counselor, it's about the mind. Just fix it, pepe, and decide to move. People are becoming suicidal, and sometimes you think suicide is very far away from people.
It's not.
But it's not.
Yes, just straighten up your mind.
It can even
I'm not interested.
In a certain way.
Valerie, do I? Or should I demand and make you try with him? Now, I'm a show now. Make up your mind.
Just make up your mind. Please, good evening. I'm Cosmos from Accra. Counselor, what do you do if the lady you want to marry wants you to end all your friendships with your female friends due to her past situation?
You are not going to marry to be a slave. So the answer is no. No.
So am I
You don't give up.
for
Listen to the word though. You don't give up all your friends.
what's it female friends?
It's a quantity of Bema.
Yes.
Pope Magro.
Yeah.
And I'm so crowded in the house.
Oh.
There you. Pope Magro saying.
Such a or him I say Bema and for men
Meba. Okay. Bema and for ye ma most of the time they fall into a trap. And they call everybody sweetheart and honey. And sometimes you can't predict his movement. So the best thing to do is to tell him to avoid and then focus. But the truth is that Ben maybe an enough for your mad also on turning the Irena or ban on anything in common. On this same man of for the Dinkomo.
Sister Val, the one concerning sexual intimacy, if both the lady and the guy have, how would they know what they want sexually?
You will know. Because when you're meaning sex we don't teach.
Right.
It's something that comes natural. The friend, that mutual understanding. Okay, so thank God we are two virgins. So who will know what doggy is? And who will know what shibaro is? Or apple and Jew is? So it's very simple that virgins are any match. The little we can do, we are satisfied. But what? But say I don't know about I won't say. But thank God the two of you are virgins. Any star is meant for you. Like you do it and think. Was watching, Takrafo was watching.
The blog, not just a wood didn't say,
is the best. And that is why a lot of ladies, a tiny member baby reader, sometimes their present husbands cannot even satisfy them.
I say, good evening, please. We started dating 2 months ago, and he insisted we should go to the hospital and do a family planning. I was so shocked when he said that. I told him no, so his mind is on sex. Told him I can't risk my life.
Don't risk your life.
Hey.
That is the answer.
Now
she'll be 2 months, yeah.
Adjei. Oh, Adjei.
Robot, then a person,
he's not ready for children.
Apart from that, about for sex, just every Monday to Friday.
Why?
So,
I'm sorry, I'm crazy. I was here for your phone lines, not to miss out.
Very serious in life.
Your phone lines, not to Wadaroma. Now, also, one year, let us know how your pre-preparation went. Now, your team, now what's me to for pepe, now Obi so de. Obi Busase, who determines the budget for weddings? Is it the Mills family? Okay. Good evening, Valerie. I need great help with my relationship. My girlfriend isn't communicating enough, and I am the quiet type. It's been almost 3 weeks we spoke on phone, and anytime I try to talk about it, all she says isn't that reasonable to me, and it's been happening for some months. Valerie, I love her, but her attitude and all is making me have second thoughts. Please help me.
How Adjei? And son Adjei, so call her, sit with her, talk about it, not on phone, one-on-one.
Your first caller, so hello, Zainab.
Hello.
Yes, dear.
Good evening.
Good evening, middle for morning call you too.
Auntie Valerie.
Yes, sweetheart.
Me facho. And then mo pre-wedding. Mo sure mo.
Amen.
Sure when counselor here in Panama.
Amen.
Auntie Valerie, me a hokesi.
Morning call.
And then and should I pre-wedding pictures here?
Okay.
A pre-wedding preparation. Then Auntie Valerie, mo worry.
Okay.
For almost like after marriage, 3 years.
Okay.
But then you stay for like 5 years and son here.
Right.
Everything was going on well before marriage. All of a sudden, me couldn't say some cry. Auntie Valerie. Well, maintaining there. But then me try to me do my say Auntie Valerie.
Sweetheart.
Relationship. Cry.
Na medofo o try say woni ne nso bedin komo ana won say ma de ya ne ye twen say be ma ne ye bedin komo o try say o bebon komo
me try Auntie Valerie me try so many things. It's just like menene kasa krampo. A short as a me busano question. Or sometimes menene to measure more program I say just to create conversation kakra.
Right.
Na me di busi anami.
Right.
Auntie, otime catch me crack again. Seriously. To the extent say Auntie Valerie, I don't know how to put it, but currently when him said there is no affection in it. Don't wonder me. But we can't say we are on time, but still now.
Okay. All right.
Auntie Valerie.
Okay. Calm down, Midofo.
Because they say you are in picture.
What was the last time you guys were intimate?
That was like 3 or 4 months ago.
3-4 months ago.
Yes, please.
Okay, next just a January honum.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have children? Do you have children yet?
Yeah, I have a kid and then I'm currently expecting.
You are currently expecting as well. So I believe that's also another issue.
When you're married, you know, marriage is very sensitive.
Yeah.
But on your own push my OBB.
Yeah.
On push you to the word to ask my OBB. My OBB had a catch them and I'm empowered show. Because Oba when you dear, I think she should not be treated like this. If one pen, Shena na crocro no will be a impel. But what must say? Other than that, I think that the way the man is treating the woman is not fair. Anyway, you need to our yes, sir. Into on your own panic on in Cassa. Could you crowd your womb? Now, my old bonnet, fatcha me. Your bonnet, so Mr. Because I want my marriage to work.
Okay, yeah, well, your next caller, so hello. 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 Yes, dear.
Actually,
Pep, man, it's you.
me pacho. Let me clean the whole two quite.
Right.
It's a Yahoo too. No, said that no Nicola.
Okay.
One boy, one girl.
Okay.
It's 2021. Hello.
Okay.
Me, I didn't say me, Jan, and I yet to me accept you. Now, boy, no university. Na say akolani ya baby na me ya report na me de ma papa na papa do fua say on person be me sikakra on person say e o da ka say I say o person akolani ka eso na me no matuna fit collaborate no money it's the way your person collaborate and boy ni on to me. It's me busa counselor say how. It's me ma me can major na come pen baby action.
One bema no atena fie say ni wadaroma.
Me pa show 21 years.
21 years na o crosso enye sa. Na one ne mani di nkomo o expect a certain reaction and I say bibi suban biba omo ndasa suban na di.
Once boy no person boy me dey be a boy no best friend daddy this
right
and onye no
right or that relationship
that's good
with nebano and because that relationship is not enuntina eyana musika sem kra no ahode medofo edie na so wo ka kira wo ba no
me ka kira me ba no me ka kira so oni daddy nya fine
oni ne papa nya fine untutu nsem bi gu na so mu pen
never
na just akwala na one ne papa na any relationship
I said na say akwala no say me what 3 months na akwala no come papa ho ene me ma me ho ko fodua
enti o ma me no papa na tete wo ma no
that's it enti o munyi no be ko secondary school na o ma kwa maintain wa kra
Nature say, "Okrano, you don't have a relationship with your children."
Thank you.
Counselor, what do you have to say?
You see, in Kuala no mu.
Yeah.
And if you don't start building that relationship from their infancy, onia the other don't know, the other no, say omonananom. They will be more closer and addicted to their grandparents.
To their grandparents
than
more
the father.
than you.
Because we no man building the rapport, no relationship, nothing. The better now, bofran unya chinchinachi, and now when you know, person see to be a father is not just about money.
Most definitely.
Build a personal relationship with your children. Talk to them, play with them, be there for them. And so that people will not think that to be a father is when you are just paying school fees.
Right. To be a father is not about just paying school fees. And yeah, what did I ask him? Is this something that a woman should stand on and say,
not at all.
Right. It's
where all finding means and ways to talk to them.
Something.
Hello?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Manem Koyetio.
Okay. Actually, we need to do understanding worry no.
Okay.
Now, so no, that kind of environment
Let's just say, introvert.
Pachoy.
Na opa bontinko.
Pacho daddy.
Let's just sample them she. Netflix and chill. Manenko.
You know, like, maybe some no can start relationship because of what is happening, you know. I'm going to say on this serious. But I must sacrifice the son also. But if you do cause to name, I'm began to send a share the serving your counsel me. Anytime they are the other counsel me. Hey, anyone has been done.
Hey, sister gay. Onim saying, Papa, Pacho, to something for now.
Lady, you see, you got to be a serious, sir. It's how dedicated and committed you are.
Exactly.
But this one, she's not even committed.
If there is something that
the kind of young person, you serious.
We're serious, or you serious. Chairman, what to home for something where they any down.
She doesn't even understand the relationship.
And there's something beautiful happening right now. The ASGAB and Foxlex Media Awards 2022-2023 in Yasam Kitwa, a relationship and social program of the year. To say ma papa last 2 years, last year, last 3 years. This time around 2023, we have to continue to show love to DY Donkoh. Enti Mr. Wadaroma, download the Foxlex Media app no. Our Google Play. Now say and once I will dial *800 *600 hash. I Mr. *800 *600 hash. The code or no Counsellor DY Donkoh. The code no 7515 7515. Obo na de kan wa obo say ni din ne beba DY Donkoh vote no 0.7 pesos. Hey 0.7 pesos.
Yeah.
Let's just say
so you can vote 1 CD, you can vote 2 CD, you can vote 3 CD, 10 CD, 50 Ghana, 100 Ghana, 500 Ghana.
They should vote for us. Saudi Awakra na nimbre o de vote as a process na ye 10 ma. Odwen wan ni nyina Mr. number ni 0244 515544. Famomo no hooki ye. Na ye ntimi ento aba no emfama papa. Ebegu account ni mu a kwenkran Mr. na why code no mane who say voting o de reference ye no voting. And yes, I want your reference to voting. Into Mr. ye no voting. I yes, sir. My director say Adom Befa, Mr. Yeah, person Adom Befa. We want Counsellor DY Donkoh to come home with this beautiful plaque as well, Mr. Kwakweson. Ewo ahomane. So hello, Kwakweson.
Hello, Mama Wajo, what you know?
Yeah, Medofo, Unpacho won't the ne.
Now we have more.
Hey, Sisi, you'll vote I'm a counselor. Above vote time.
Mr. DY Donkoh program. One of them are very
Matica, someone don't call you too.
So stay you one per
That's Medofo.
And let's say free that was member being.
Hey,
happy birthday. We now wait.
okay.
Cynthia Atta.
Okay.
And Hannah Atta.
Okay.
Oh, now I shall my catamanso.
Okay. I see.
And you be programming the say.
Okay.
Na couples are all one. And Yaman Pinjan or Odyssey. Of our son or academic. And the best stadium one. And then you're manning your baby 10%. 19 is a hole. And where we are.
Na fe we yi no.
Autumn can account what you must it up. Then you know I don't know.
Yeah, that's baby made of Yankopon show. Hi, Auntie. I saw a chat of my guy with his ex, but he said all what I saw was not anything serious, but I don't believe him because he didn't allow me to listen to the audios in the chat. I don't know what to do. I'm really confused because I don't know what he told her because of late, the girl has been coming to the shop to buy from me and I don't know why.
Follow your instincts. And if you are convinced that what you saw is not something good, please approach your guy.
Good evening, please. I've been dating my guy for 3 years now. We have twins, but now the family said they won't allow me to marry him. Please, should I live or stay?
If the family says no, please leave, but the guy should be responsible.
Sex before marriage is wrong, says the Bible. What do we do if we already have sex together? Should we continue or not? Because the Bible says, if the foundation is destroyed, what will the righteous do? So what should I do, please?
Pray for forgiveness, repent, and move on.
Good evening, Valerie. Please, I need help. I want to know, I'm in a relationship with a man and I love him so much, but anyting we have, anytime we have an argument, he calls people to tell them. And also he has a small what? Which sometimes doesn't satisfy me. Please, what should I do?
Make a decision.
Simple. Simple. Papa, my menjo will find out it.
Na woda enwie peyode eyoda esuni faso bedase
oda enwie peyode eyoda eni faso abusuafo yento aba ema DY Donkoh, Counsellor DY Donkoh. Tiasie say he's a blessing to this generation. Anytime I listen to this man, I get to hear something new and he's changing lives. And I believe that he deserves this. Mr. Star 800 star 600 hash. Star 800 star 600 hash. Now, what to abano? Send your bear won't so be who know be you where this is so. What to aba amana feno? Ubon the total number of votes are a wohonum pepepe. One who says so. The auto no aba be count. The code no is 7515. We want to come home with the car as the highest voted person in this beautiful competition. Into Mr. Wadaroma, DY Donkoh, Kantanka TV, star 800 star 600 hash, code name 7515. Now on so the odo abodum now the wodi aka ho. Konkonte Festival no so ebaso on the 1st of May. Enya sebketwa abusuafo nyina adofo ye nyina ye de yasanka eba. Councillor Edna Sanka eba twen mame musansa. Councillor Wasanka no de black one na brown one na de.
Brown one.